Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. What if I ask you, how are you? Please write down your response in the comment section below and watch this video till the end if you are not satisfied with your response and if you find yourself repeating the same response over and over again and are wanting to learn new ways to reply to this question, how are you? The first way to reply to this question is, and it is very common, it is, I'm okay. I personally will not suggest you to use this response to the question, how are you? Therefore, let us look at other ways in which you can reply to this question. Let's say you're not feeling very good or your situation currently is not very good and somebody asks you, how are you? So you can say, not too bad, meaning the situation is a bit off but it is not that bad, it is manageable. So the second way to reply is, not too bad. The third way to reply is, oh, just the usual. This is one of my favorite ways to reply, and it can also be used as a response where you don't want to take further the conversation. So it is a nice way to end the conversation by saying, oh, just the usual. The next and the very positive way to reply to the question is, I'm doing really well. I'm really well is a very good replacement for the response, I'm good. You can also say, very well, thanks. It is a reply which is more suitable in formal settings. Suppose one of your superior or your boss asks you, how are you? You can just say, very well, thank you. The next is a very different and kind of a creative way to give a reply to this question. It is, I'm hanging in there. It is neither a positive way nor a negative way, but it is obviously a response which is more on a positive side. It means that the situation is difficult or the situation is new, or maybe it is a very long term goal that you have set yourself in and you're trying to stick to it and are trying to work things out. Therefore, I think people in their 20s or people who are starting something new would relate to this. So they can say, I'm hanging in there. If you are somebody who thanks God for their well being and well health, you can reply to this question by saying, I'm blessed. Meaning, you're blessed to have everything working out in your life, whatever way it is going, but you're blessed that something good will for sure happen or is already happening. Let us look at another situation where you have won a lottery or maybe you have got very amazing marks in any of the exams that you may not have studied so hard for, or you might not have believed that you would be able to get those marks or you would be able to achieve whatever your aim was, or the lottery or anything. Let us say this is the hypothetical situation, and right after that thing happens, somebody comes and asks you, oh, how are you? You can reply to it by saying, way better than I deserve. Before I talk about another hypothetical situation, let me just say, may you all be in good health. But let us suppose that you were ill and after you have recovered or are in the process of recovering, somebody comes and asks you, how have you been or how are you? You can reply to it by saying, I have a pulse, so I must be okay. Or you can also say, I'm breathing. You can also use these sentences as a reply in situations when you have not been ill, but they're more appropriate if you have come out of illness or are in the process of recovering, but they're absolutely fine to use without them. I often do that. You can try it too. This is it for today's video. I hope you learned something new, and if you have been somebody who has overused one same phrase as a reply to the question, how are you? Please feel free to take up one sentence from this video and use it in your next conversation or any time the opportunity comes and somebody asks you, how are you? And reply to that person from a phrase that you have taken from this video and repeat it over and over again until and unless it becomes your habit. And then you can also choose other phrases and use a mix of them. I'm sure it will make your English quite impressive. If you like the content, please like, share and subscribe to my channel.